does it take to keep a comic book store alive in Singapore? For decades, these stores were hubs of community for comic fans alike. But as the years slowly go by, these stores close their doors one by one. Today, with only about 5 dedicated stores left running, a question emerges. How do these comic book stores fit in a world that has gone digital? I'm Aisyah from the UrbanWire, and follow us as we explore the comic book scene in Singapore.
My name is Brian. I'm 27 this year, and I'm a co-owner of Comic Grail Vault alongside my business partner Randall. We started opening our store in the midst of COVID-19, so we started off doing live streams on Facebook, and then we went on to having an office space, and then to our first ever outlet at Roxy Square, and then we upgraded it to a bigger space at Sim Lim, and this is our new home at Lavender.
My name is Chong, and I'm 25 this year. Yeah, we're working at CGV as a part-timer. Mostly I like the older stuff. As much as I do still collect all the newer items, but the older stuff, how it's interesting in which how there's storylines that span throughout the decades. You can clearly see there's like a overarching story that goes along with it. That's normally what I find most interesting. Normally it's a huge turn-off for people who want to get into comics, where it's like, oh, there's like too much things I have to read. The history is like too expensive, there's so many reboots, so many remakes and different storylines, which usually is a turn-off, and it's understandable, but for me I feel it's also its greatest strength in which pulled me into comics. So yeah, it's a kind of double-edged sword.
We wanted to give our customers like a place where they could feel like they belong, like a community, because comics community in Singapore is such a small little group of people. So we wanted them to have a place that they can come and just look through our whole inventory and just pick stuff up.
I took a bit of a break exactly 2 years ago from today. I went to America for like an exchange program. So from there I was reintroduced into like comics when I was visiting New York. So I was like, oh, it's been a while, maybe I would like dip my feet back into it. I grew into like a deeper appreciation for the medium, more than I did when I was younger. When I came back to Singapore, my friend introduced me when the CGV did their own TikTok lives to sell their own books. Then from there I visited the store, and then yeah, the rest is history.
More often than not, it's about your milestone issues, like your first appearances, your key books. Also, covers itself. Owning a physical cover, you can get them signed, you can get them graded. There's so much more that you can do instead of just reading. And this is more of a collector's kind of hobby, where you are able to actually have the physical at home.
I personally believe that when it comes to like your creators, as much as you can like get it digital for free. I mean, there's of course the subscription service in which I think Marvel and DC has that, where like if you pay for a monthly subscription, you can get the whole catalog. But I feel like purchasing the physical medium, there's definitely like a difference in which you can get it off the shelf, and you can take it around with you. Whereas compared to like sometimes looking at it on your phone, you wouldn't be able to fully appreciate the art as you like scroll. Despite there being like Kindles, the feel and the fact that you can physically own a media. And yeah, and lastly, just to support the creators that you like.
The challenges that we faced is always because every single book is unique to itself. So there is no way that we could properly inventory every single thing. And of course, going through at least 10,000 books on a good rate is insane. So we need a lot of manpower and a lot of hours, a lot of elbow grease just to get things pumped up for our customers. I think that is one of the challenges that we face, and there's no faster way to do it, but we are still powering. I think when it comes to our community, it is always better to be able to see these people in the flesh, you know. We get to interact with them. And a lot of these people have different hobbies, but same interests. So we get to interact with them, talk to them, and kind of understand where they're coming from or why they're collecting certain things. People have different niche, and they have different wants in this hobby. Some people are collecting for the sake of investing. Some are just collecting because they want to complete a set. So when we get to meet these people in the flesh, we get to interact with them, we get to know what they are looking for, what they want, and we can better cater to them actually. Everybody actually appreciates like comic books. They are pieces that tell different parts of time. They are the COVID books where they are super expensive during COVID. And there are books that were all the way from the 90s, 70s that are crazy expensive nowadays. These books tell a certain period of time where not many other hobbies do. I hope more people in the world generally appreciate stuff like that.
So what does the future hold for all these comic book stores in Singapore? Yes, the numbers may be dwindling and digital convenience is undeniable. But ultimately, what these stores are trying to preserve is the sense of discovery and community, something that can't be fully replicated in online spaces alone. The comic book store scene in Singapore may be small, but it's far from fading away as long as people are still willing to walk through their doors. This has been Aisyah from the UrbanWire, and thanks for watching.